Welcome back to another episode of Deer Season 24. They're rolling on. We've been having quite a bit of luck here this season. So I'm up to bat. We got a couple shooters. One in particular is a deer named Blondie. He's a major homeboy. He lives on this one section of the farm. He has a pretty tight core area. And going back to as a 3-year-old, we had a daylight picture of him. His coat looked really, really light colored compared to all the other deer on the field. And that's the year he got his name. We decided to call him Blondie. Well, rolling into last summer, we had a bunch of pictures of him there. We had a few velvet pictures of him, and he'd blown into a really nice 4-year-old. He had a 5x7 frame. He had a kind of cool little split on the one side. And first encounter we had with Blondie last year, Terry was up to bat. We were in there. We were tagged out in Missouri, so we were just trying to shoot a doe. But we were sitting in a tree stand set there. Next thing you know, here comes Blondie. Blondie. He came down through the timber behind us, popped out onto the field. Just a really, really pretty 4-year-old, looked really nice, and we were excited to see if he could make it through the season and get to 5 years old.
Well, here we go. We've got the sweepstakes winner in camp, and we couldn't be more tickled that you're here. We're excited that you're in. I just can't welcome you enough and say thank you for coming.
No, thank you. I'm thrilled.
Well, the next encounter with them was opening weekend of rifle season. We had Mike Vessel in camp, and Chad Kilmer and Yapper were filming him. They went and they were setting a blind on that same spot where Terry and I had the encounter with him. And who would show up? A Blondie. He was one that was on the no-shoot list for Mike.
Just had a beauty of a deer come in. You know, he's got potential, and even though we can't shoot him, it's just a lot of fun to watch him. We're just having a good time. Beautiful deer.
Well, that was the last encounter we had with him as a 4-year-old. Continued to get pictures of him all through the season. We knew he'd made it through, so we were excited to see what he turned into as a 5-year-old. So fast forward from 4 to 5 years old, we started getting pictures of him in velvet, and he'd blown into a really nice buck. He had that nice 6x6 frame, looked really good, had good mass. He was right back in his home core area, and we knew if we spent enough time in there, we'd probably get an opportunity at him. Well, made it up into the tree uneventful. Got this little pond in the timber here, and got a light breeze tonight, 82 degrees. So hoping those deer will come and get a drink before they go out to this destination feed fields. Or there's a lot of oak trees kind of filtered down this ditch, so hopefully they'll nibble on some acorns, come up and get a drink. There's a couple different shooters in here. Hopefully one of them makes an appearance tonight. Not super likely that that's gonna happen, just based on the temperature and everything, but we're gonna try. Well, the first encounter we had with him there, early October, right at dark, right at the end of shooting light, he came in, worked his way down, got a drink out of the pond, then he walked right underneath us. I mean, 2-3 yards, a little bit of a dark encounter just because it was right at the end of shooting light, but shooting light expired and just weren't able to shoot him there. Well, the next encounter, I'm behind the camera, Terry's behind the bow, and we're on that same little pond. And again, right at the end of shooting light, he works his way in. He works right in front of us. I had the camera settings all cranked up, trying to get some footage of him, but it was just too dark to make it happen. Well, here we go, early November. Finally got a little cool front move through. The pressure's rising, the sun's out. The deer have been up on their feet. Terry killed Little P, had an awesome hunt. Big, giant Missouri grosbeak. But we're headed in, I'm up to bat, got a tag in my pocket, got the Mathews in hand, and we're going down to the end of the farm. The Fat 8's in there, Blondie's in there, so hopefully one of them steps out on the field. Feels good, the deer should be up and moving, looking for does, so hopefully we have a good sit. Went back to that end of the farm, hoping to run into Blondie again. Went into a spot where I've had quite a bit of luck in the past, and we weren't in the blind very long. I glance out the window, and there's a fence row right behind us, and Blondie pops out at about 15 yards. We scramble in the blind, trying to get on him with the camera. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get on him before he was out there at 40, 45 yards.
Might be going to get a drink.
Yeah.
You may come back out first.
We literally just got in the blind, and he walked out like 15 yards from the blind. I mean, walked out right underneath it, and we weren't able to, get ready, and he just caught us off guard.
I thought it was a good one coming.
No. No.
Who's that? Right there, in front of us.
That's that 4-year-old.
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
He's got a hell of a frame.
That's a really nice 4-year-old. He's got a big old frame on him. Another year, he's gonna be really nice. He's really impressive now because he's wide. Well, we were sitting there just enjoying the show, and who comes back out and kind of catches us off guard again but Blondie. He squirts by us. He's 20 yards in front of the blind.
Rangefinder.
He's 38 right there.
Let me drop this one. You gotta get that latch. He's going away. I don't again, whatever that was.
Well, we got our second chance. Third chance, and he just got past us. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the hunt here. Wanted to talk to you real quick about one of the products that I used during the hunt that I absolutely love is this HHA Tetra Max Rise. This is a sight I've been running the past few years. I got a new lift this year and decided to go with the custom Cerakote color. Absolutely love the way it looks. It matches the bow. This is the moss color. But a couple features on this sight that I really like. The new HHA light on top there. It's rechargeable, so you don't gotta mess with those little batteries anymore. And it's got 3 different settings. So in a blind, in the timber, you can brighten those pins right where you need them to be to see them in those low light situations. The other thing I like is that stacked double pin. I like having the adjustability, being able to move my top pin to the exact yardage. But during the rut here, when bucks are cruising, you may not have time to do that. So it gives you the advantage of having a multi-pin sight, but in that stacked double where you got a really good sight window. So if you're in the market for checking out a sight, check out the HHA Tetra Max Rise. Here we go. We're going back into the same spot we sat last night. We had an absolutely incredible evening. We saw 12 to 15 different bucks on the field there. One of them was Blondie, one of our target deer, and unfortunately he got by us there a couple times, just wasn't able to get a shot at him. So headed back in there this morning, hopefully he's still up bumping some does around there, and we'll get another crack at him. If not him, maybe the Fat 8. So we're gonna go in there and try it this morning. Deer cast is good. It feels absolutely amazing out, cold, crisp, so they should be up on their feet moving.
I can't tell if he's 3 or 4. I don't know. Looks 3 there, but he may be 4-year-old. Well, he's acting. Deer's coming out here.
We've had a heck of a morning. That's one of the first older deer. That's the second 4-year-old we've seen this morning. But pretty buck there. I mean, we're in buck parade here, and it's literally been a buck parade. I mean, we've seen a pile of different bucks here this morning. Dreary, cloudy, rough morning. They're up and moving today. It's awesome. Just need one of these big mature ones to pop out.
Well, we're sitting there, and Terry was talking about during the blind, he said, you know, this is typical this time of year. All those little bucks are out there bumping the does around, just acting kind of crazy, acting like a bunch of little teenagers in middle school. And he said, but sometimes those big mature bucks, they'll wait till everyone else works their way off the field and go to bed, and then those big mature bucks will come through and check all those doe trails going in and out of that field, seeing what does are going to be coming into heat. And wouldn't you know it, late in the morning, kind of quieted down, and then all of a sudden, all by his lonesome, here comes Blondie cruising through checking those doe trails.
Yeah. Yep.
Where? Pretty sure I drilled him. There was blood pumping out. Man, that's a deer we call Blondie. Had a bunch of encounters with him last night. We had the morning of all mornings. We're in buck parade. We've seen like 17, 18 different bucks. Big 5-year-old came in and absolutely smoked him there at 25 yards. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dead.
We got him, baby.
Yes!
You were after it.
Oh, man. I drilled him, didn't I?
Yeah. Nice shot. Nice shot.
When he was running off there, I could see blood pumping out, but we always like to run our hits through deer cast tracks, so we went back and reviewed the footage. We kind of assumed I might have heart shot him, and that kind of confirms our suspicions there. It looks like the bottom of the lungs and would have took out the top of the heart right there, so we're gonna get down. I can see blood from up here, so we're gonna climb down and blood trail him, because I don't think he went too far. It's got a lot of air in it.
We get out of the blind, we tip out on that blood trail a little ways. The blood trail looked absolutely awesome. I mean, that NAP absolutely opened him up, but we can see down that drainage a little ways and don't see him laying there, so we decide, you know what, let's back out and give him just a little bit of time. Well, we get back over there. It's been about an hour and a half since the shot, and tip in there. And man, he wasn't laying much further. Was able to recover him. Big old Missouri buck, my largest Missouri deer to date, and just couldn't be any more excited to keep rolling on at Sweet November. Here we go. Couldn't be any more blessed to be sitting behind this big old 5-year-old we call Blondie. We went in, had a couple good sits early on in the season. We saw him over those water holes a couple different times. It was just right after shooting light, and just weren't having any luck. So end October there, we decided to have Terry's mom, our good luck charm, in. Killed a big old deer with her. Then during youth season there, we had Cam in. He killed a big old 5-year-old, and that's what got the ball rolling for us. And Terry and I had a couple incredible sits back to back. He was able to kill Little P a few days ago. And then here in Buck Parade, we went into this deer's core area. We had a couple awesome afternoon sits there. And then this morning, it all accumulated with this big old deer. He came in, we saw 16 or 17 different bucks. He was the last one out on the field, sauntering through there, cruising for does. Late in the morning, was able to put the Mathews to work. That NAP opened him up pretty good. So I was able to put my tag on him, kicking off Sweet November in a big way here. Couldn't be any more blessed. Deer season 24 rolls on, and doesn't get any better than Buck Parade. Couldn't be any more excited than to put my tag on that big old Missouri buck. I mean, big old 5-year-old, my largest Missouri deer to date. Just absolutely awesome hunt there. And deer season 24 is rolling on. I know the crew's still out. We've got some hunts coming at you that are gonna be absolutely incredible. So stay tuned here to deer season 24.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow experts.